Hello YouTubers, Tross here, back playing some more Kerbal Space Program. And, well, if you've been keeping up with space news, you know that SpaceX, well, a few days ago, when this video goes up, successfully launched a series of satellites, but they also successfully returned the first stage to a landing pad and landed it vertically, allowing them to reuse it. This is the first time a rocket has set something into orbit and returned the first stage for reuse. Now, they're probably not going to reuse that stage ever. They're probably going to analyze it and make sure all the parts are capable of being reused to, check the wear level and if they're, if anything got damaged or anything like that. But it's a real big first step to getting reusable rockets. I'm sure you've heard this analogy, but right now, going to space is like flying from, LA to New York and then throwing the plane away at the end. It would be, cost a whole lot more if you did that every time. Getting space cheap is what SpaceX is trying to do by getting the rockets reusable. At least the first stage, the stage that gets you off the pad and gets you most of the way into orbit. The second stage currently isn't being reused, but definitely for manned missions, the second stage would then, or at least part of the second stage, the crew capsule, would be coming back, and you're really only throwing away a small bit of fuel and one engine instead of, the Falcon 9 has 9 main engines in the first stage. Anyway, back to our little space center here. We still have guys on the moon, but I actually looked, hey Gene, at some of these contracts here. And I know we did some aircraft stuff, sort of, last time, trying to test an engine in low Earth orbit, low Kerbin orbit, I should say. Here we have a whiplash turbo ramjet engine into flight. So I'm guessing that means, it looks like we get it up to 5,000 and, not sure if we need it on or off. But that's something I want to try. While we're at it, we can land in the water, hopefully, and test the hydraulic detachment manifold. Splash down for a little bit of extra cash and a little bit of science. What do we have? Can we do anything here? Well, all of these are all off planet, except, so I'm gonna take both of these. And let's try to do them. And then we'll go check in on the moon. In fact, I think I'm going to keep you around for the build here, because I'm thinking it's not going to be a very big build. We'll use that cockpit. Fuel tanks we want, not rocket fuel, but liquid fuel we'll use a longer one. And we'll flip this around and attach our engine to the back there. There's the whiplash turbo ramjet. Let's turn on all this. Now, like I said, it says haul. So I'm not sure if that means it can or can't be running. How much thrust does this have? 120. Oh, that's stationary. Max thrust is 120. Oh, Juno, that's a small one. Okay, this is the new tiny jet engine. Panther. Oh, this is the afterburner engine. Max thrust 107 at Mach 1.8. We do need to get fast. Now, this is what the turbo ramjet actually is. Gets you really fast. I think I'm going to go with a pair of these as our main engines. We'll haul this one, as it said. So let's see here. Engines. We need fuel, even though we do have lots of fuel. You know what? We don't need fuel. Where is... I think it's under aerodynamics. Engine nacelle. I want this mirrored. Do something like that. Nice little blades there. Mostly just for show, but we'll put those on there. Back to aerodynamics. Well, that does have fuel. I thought it does have air intake as well. Maybe I don't have them yet. There's... oh, here they are. Nice. Angled air intakes. Okay, we have some lifting body lift there. It's in front of our center of mass. That's not good, but we will fix that. Let's do some nice swept wings on here. You want your lift slightly behind your center of mass. Right now it's right on, but we're going to put some tail sections on. Yeah, because I flipped this piece around, everything else attached to it is flipped by default as well. There's our tail. What do we want for... we'll use this as our horizontal stabilizers. Put them back like that. Hopefully that engine won't burn them off or anything like that. We need to move the wings forward a bit now. Put some control surfaces on the wings here. If I can figure out the right way to rotate them. That's almost it. That's pretty good. You know what? There we go. Okay, this will just be for... that will just be for pitch. this will just be for roll. These will just be for pitch. And this will just be for yaw. Alright. Let's offset the wings a bit forward. Yeah, that's kind of how I like those. Wheels. Alright, that's behind the center of mass, but close to it. And then we'll put one in the front. So, you know, I'm gonna also use this offset here to just move these back 2 notches. Alright, that... we shouldn't tip back, but it shouldn't have too much trouble. The only problem I'm really worried about... I'm wondering if I can do something about, or if this is going to totally mess things up. It's hitting the engine in the back here. Hope those are straight. Okay, I think that will prevent us from, while we lift off, hitting that. Hoping they don't make us wobble or skid. We will see. Just a few more things. I want to be able to splash down in the ocean safely, so we'll throw on some parachutes. I'm hoping that's enough. And let's see, we need a detachment manifold. And just one is fine. While we're here, we might as well do some science. And I'll add a pair of antennas. Let's make these look good. Angle them back. Okay. One final thing, just let's make sure we have fuel flow. I'm not sure if this would flow from here to here. I know we have plenty of fuel in the center. These only have 150. We have, well, like 800. So I think this can fly basically, well, not basically anywhere, but it's pretty far. So let's name this And, who do we have to pilot? Oh, come on, we need... I think we'll use the same team as last time. Alright. Save. Oh. Staging would help. Alright, so we got the pair of engines. We got this additional engine to test, I think, parachutes, land in the water, test the hydraulic manifolds. Okay, let's head out to the runway. SAS is on. Throttled up to half, that should be good. Woo! Not full. Cut. Why are we turning? Oh wow, look at those vector. Well, we're not taking off from the runway, but... Can we take off it? Oh, there we go. Gear up. Atmospheric analysis. Can we, I guess we can't get a reading from that. Probably should have got a reading while we were on the ground. Not enough electric charge, but our engines are producing some. Alright, let's get ready for this test. We have to get up above 3,000 and start going fast. Just above twice the speed, or close to twice the speed of sound. Approximately twice the speed of sound. Over here, let's, there's the secondary runway. Secondary landing site. Let's head out towards it. I mean, we have to go over water anyway. Yeah. Are we not? Okay. Oh, a boarding transmission. That's a difference. It used to be able to just continue transmitting. I may need bigger batteries now. Used to just continue transmitting, but at a slower rate as you had enough power to transmit each section. Alright, we are getting up to the altitude we need. Let's go up a little faster. We're not quite fast enough, but I'm figuring if I get up to like 5,000 and do a bit of a dive, even at 5,000 actually the air is thinner, and we also, these are afterburning turbojets. We can turn on the afterburner if needed. Not sure what happened there, but 590. Let's ease up a little bit to hold this altitude. Let's toggle the mode in just a minute here. We're still increasing speed, but not that quickly. So let's toggle the mode and see if that helps. You guys aren't in pairs? Maybe turning off SAS was a problem, but why do you keep way oversteering? Alright, we're going this way now. I'm not... so unstable. I'm not even pressing, it's just wiggling. Alright, that's not too bad. We're slowly nosing down, but alt is for the trim. That was too much trim. Nose down. We don't need to be doing a loop here, guys. Alright. Even though SAS is a little weird. Back on, let's nose over. Alright. 400. And we're gonna be going too low. Alright, we can do this. Yeah, getting unstable again. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. The engine gimbaling, I think, was making us unstable. Let's turn around here, head back over the ocean. Pull up. Yeah, we actually don't have too much thrust here. to go to full. I'm thinking if we go up to 6,000 or 7,000 and then head down, by the time we we are stalling here. What is going on? I think I know what's going on. Be a little rough. Yeah. Let's recover. We're gonna have some plane parts there. Um, 14 science earned. Let's recover all that debris. Get some of the funds back. I'm guessing this episode is going to go a bit long. But, you know, nice longer one is okay every once in a while. We need to do a few things. I'm thinking the problem is that these are actually interrupting the thrust, and that's, besides the gimbaling being the problem, so, we need a pylon or something. What am I looking for? Well, not exactly those. Those are new to me. Maybe I do want the pond. They used to have something like these, but not quite. You know what? We can also... There's some small wing parts. That may be more to my liking. Goodbye, engines. No, I like that better. Let's get 2 of those. Line it right up with that seam. Stick that there. Let's offset them back a bit. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm gonna add more parachutes on though. So we landed a bit hard. You know what? Also, back to this mode. Let's take the engine off. Stick a battery pack in there. That should give us enough power to transmit. And more parachutes. Actually, let's move this pair slightly back. That should have us coming in slow enough. We'll call this number 2. Let's save. And actually, I am going to... Well, you should all be down here. I'm gonna save that again. And then I'm going to exit. Because we have the funds. Let's close. Right click. We need to upgrade. Now we have a nice, smooth new runway. Put me in here, and let's launch. All right, nice wide runway. Turn on SAS. Oh. Let's go back to Space Plane Hangar. One more thing I wanted to do. Action groups. Not sure actually what I need. Since we don't actually have RCS, we'll use that to switch the mode. Save. Launch. SAS. Throttle up. Not sure why they aren't going in pairs. Usually those things work in pairs. Revert flight. Not sure what happened. But somehow we only got one fuel line. Save. Launch. Everything should be good finally again. Alright, and one more thing before we run analysis. Great, can we review? Run atmosphere analysis. Can we broadcast? Looks like we should be good this time. Gonna take a little bit. But, while that's going, let us prepare for takeoff. I forgot to lock the gimbals this time again. There they go. Are you gonna take off, or probably not? He'll probably have to run off the end of the runway. But there we go. Gear up. Throttle up. Yes, we're definitely getting a lot more thrust now. I think that's our problem. They were selectively getting blocked depending on the angle of these fins. Yeah, we weren't doing quite this well previously. I think we have a lot more lift now too. Recharging. Used probably, I wasn't paying attention, but I probably used half our electricity. Okay. Let's see if we can now get the speed we need. Well, we're not. We're about half of the speed of sound. We're actually beginning to lose. This, not sure if it's a problem, but I'm not seeing air. They used to have air as a resource. You can see how much air you had. Alright, we're above the height we need. We're not nearly at the speed we need. Up slightly, yeah, that should keep us. Alright, let's toggle the engines. Alright, that is getting us the speed. But we need to go faster. We're about the speed of sound right now. We need to nearly double it. We are going slightly up. We're actually going to be leaving the altitude. Kind of topping out on our speed. Probably hit 450. We need at least 600. Well, alright, we're breaking through the 450 as I don't know if it's us getting higher that is doing it. Alright, we're actually we'll do this. We'll get this done. We're actually just about to get the speed we need, but now we're way too high. So all we need to do is nose down a bit. Not even that much. And just... Wow, now we're over speed. Okay, we did it. We didn't even have to turn the engine on. Let's get back up to about 300 and turn the engine on. 3,000. There we go. Oh, I'm sure it will. There we go. Less than 5,000, more than 600. Okay. Let's shut down that engine. Wow, we came quite a ways. Yeah, that was a hard turn. I'm just going to turn around and head back close to Space Center. So we can put down and actually not have too much trouble recovering. Or at least what I mean is we won't have too much of a penalty because of recovering too far away. Okay. While we're up here, I didn't mean to keep the data. Let's review. Let's broadcast. Extend the antenna out. Actually, let's turn the engine back on. That will help us generating power while we transmit. Wow, this can go quite fast. Okay. Shut that down again. We don't need to be going quite as high or fast. Alright, there's the Space Center. There's the alternate landing pad, or runway. I just want to get in the water over here. Which I think we don't need the afterburners anymore. Of course, now we're really slowing down, but that's fine. We need to slow down in order to land. Well, we're actually not going to land, we're going to splash down, hopefully. But we're still too fast for the parachutes. I'm sure we'll slow down by the time we get down to the water. A little roll there. Alright, we're 5 kilometers up. We're slow enough for the parachutes. I want to get maybe 1,000, 1 kilometer up, 800. maybe actually 500. Parachutes do take a while to open fully, but we'll be traveling horizontally instead of mostly vertically, as is the case with rockets. So we won't need as much vertical room, I don't think. I do want to slow down as much as possible. Cut the engines. We're at 500. Just gonna try to bleed off some speed here. Alright. Nice 80. And we're at 600. Let's pop the parachutes. Oh, nice and level. I kind of put those parachutes around pretty evenly then, around the center of mass. And we're coming down at 6 meters per second, which should be safe. 8 is a little high and dangerous. 10 is definitely, you're probably breaking up, but 6 should be okay. It's 6.5-ish or a little less than that, but 300 meters to come down. Let's time warp here a bit. Why is the engine not completely off at this point? Alrighty, here we go. It was noisy, but we did land successfully. Atmospheric analysis can't be done right now. Hydraulic detachment. Kerbin splashdown. Well, that was tested. Can I run this? Run analysis. I think that's something we can send back, though. Well, we tested that. Hydraulic detachment manifold. And the whiplash turbo ramjet. I think that was a successful mission. Let's recover. You know, after we fixed the thrust issue, causing us to troll uncontrollably. No XP gain. We'll have to send him into orbit to get him some XP. Alright, I'd say that would do it for this episode, but we got 2 things to check in on. We got the Duna probe here. On its way. About a year out. And we got the Moon Research Station. And yes. With my luck, it turned out to be night on the moon. Oh, I'm not even... I was on the flag and not on the station itself. How we doing? Well, we got some science, and we're losing battery power. But we got everybody here. We're still getting about 5 science a day. I'll probably be fast-forwarding a bit off camera. But that will be it for this episode of Kerbal Space Program. Just a program note here. I probably will be taking next week off, and so I won't be putting any videos up. But I'll be back in the new year with some more Kerbal Space Program. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Fast forward this to get some light.